일요일 아침인데요. 여러분 주말 잘 보내셨어요? 우리 베이비 봐주고 있으면 사랑해. Yes, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Istanbul, and it's a very sunny day. Yeah, as we approach summer here in Turkey, every day is a sunny day, no clouds at all. And you guys would remember, like, yes, in yesterday's live stream, I made a prediction about why every time, like Kim Q asked me, what special thing am I gonna do, now that I've only weeks or rather a couple of months left here in Istanbul, or actually technically less than a month left in Istanbul. What am I gonna do? Am I doing anything special? And yet in yesterday's live stream, I said I always avoid trying to do anything special in the run up to leaving a place. I just want to prepare to leave and leave quietly, always, right? Because why? Because every time just before I leave a country and a place, things tend to happen. Very unexpected things tend to happen that significantly changes the dynamics of my life. Like, I may be living in a place for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and maybe nothing ever happens. And then just weeks before I'm supposed to leave, bam, 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 all kinds of things will happen. And I made that prediction during yesterday's live stream. And you know what? By afternoon, it happened. And it wouldn't have happened if I did not leave home yesterday. Yeah. So like, this is a and what is that? I'll share with you guys later on when more of you are online, okay? But again, this is testament to why I keep saying, on the run up to moving to another country, I always try to avoid not doing anything different from my usual daily life, so that everything is the same, nothing changes, everything is on course, and then I to for the move. All right. But try as I might, even like, try as I might, like, 진짜 어떻게 해더라도 no matter how I try, something's bound to happen, something's bound to change. And I'll share my change later on, okay, when more of you are on. So today is a rather warm day. Since you've been turning slowly towards summer temperature right now, it's about 20 degrees Celsius, and super sunny, like laser sunny, man. Oh, so sunny. Crazy. Gotta be crazy to go out there today, man. Oh. But yeah, so a lot of good stories to share today. See if any of my regulars are up today. But of course, if you guys have been following me on my Instagram, you would probably have a clue by now what the hell happened. I say not bad things. And okay, look. Bad things never happen to me during this kind of run up. It's always good things. It's always two good things that makes me more attached to that place. Okay, that's the problem, right? Oh, Wendy, bonjour. Wow, haven't been on for a long time. Oh, how are you? Oh, I don't know. Ever since you've been on, ever since I last saw you, so much have changed. I really cannot catch up for you. I haven't seen you in like many months, I think, huh? Oh, so much has changed, and so much have changed, so much. Yeah, you gotta have to catch up later on. So much have changed in my life, right? I live an extremely volatile life. Every other month, every few months, my life change in a big way, And yeah, big changes coming up, and big changes are happening right now. I've been announcing over the last few days, and I hope you did catch up with the last few days live stream. But yeah, really happy to see you back on, Wendy. How's everything? So for those of you who just joined me, welcome. This is another quite warm day here in Istanbul, almost 20 degrees Celsius. Let's take a look at what it looks like out there. Whoa. The sun is literally blinding, no? My eyes hurt just looking out right now. So painful, my eyes. Oh, crazy. So crazy. This kind of weather, this is the kind of sun that I really don't want to go out unless I really need to do something. Life has been busy, all is well. Oh, so everything's the same? Okay. Oh, for me, big things coming up. Okay, just to repeat some of these announcements. Okay, after 1.5 years of living here in Istanbul, and everybody asking me, oh, how long do you plan to live in Istanbul? Long do you plan to live? And I always said, I don't know. I'm just living day to day. I may be here for the next 5 years, 10 years, who knows? I don't know. But just last week, boom, something happened. And now, something happened in a good way, but I'm not going to announce what yet. But the effect is that from living here with a sense of perpetuality, right now, my time in Istanbul is slightly less than a month left. Yes, when nothing happens, nothing happens. When it happens, it's always fast. When nothing happens, just prior to last week, I was still thinking I might be here for 1 more year, 2 more years, whatever. But boom, suddenly, I'll be here in Istanbul for only the next 3.5 weeks. After that, I'll be moving to Ankara and I'll meeting Limpeh in Ankara, where we will spend a few weeks in Ankara. So stay tuned for Limpeh live chat in Ankara, right, where we will explore the capital of Turkey. Yes, the capital of Turkey is not Istanbul, okay? It used to a long time ago, but it's not now. It's Ankara. So follow me and Limpeh to explore and discover about Ankara and how different Turkey is in Ankara versus Istanbul. That's coming up very soon. And of course, because we'll be after that trip, I am not likely to spend any more significant time in Istanbul. I'll be coming back to Istanbul to pack up and stuff, but I would not probably be spending very significant time more in Istanbul. So, over the next few weeks, our next couple of weeks, I will also be doing some nostalgic tours, going back to the place that we used to live stream from, Mr. Mok Cafe, Nishantashi, my favorite little park. I'll be going back to revisit all these places that myself and all of you who have been following me for so long feel nostalgic about. Let's make a final trip back to these places and yeah, kind of like say goodbye, right? I'm trying to avoid doing too much because, oh, Kim Teo, good morning. Because like I told Kim Teo yesterday, Kim Teo, you asked me, right? Are you going to do anything special now that your days in Istanbul is numbered now? And I keep saying, no, I'm just going to live life as it is every day. Nothing changes. Why? Because as I explained yesterday, in yesterday's live stream, in my experience, whenever the few weeks running up to me moving to another country, a lot of things tend to happen. A lot of bad things, but honestly, I lift out one thing. A lot of good things tend to happen. A lot of good things tends to happen to make me feel more attached to the place, which for no good reason, it's pointless because I'm leaving. Why would I want to make new connection with that place? And it tends to be that way. And I want to avoid this kind of unnecessary last-minute attachments. Yes, that's why I keep saying, Kim Teo, that running up to moving to another country, I tend to try to keep to myself, stay at home, do nothing special, keep it quiet, tell nobody, and when it's time, just go. And then nothing happens, everything is smooth. Yeah, I made this prediction yesterday. Yeah, and yesterday, just after live chat, after a live stream, it happened. Something happened that created more attachments for me to Istanbul for no good reason. Yes. Do you guys know what it is? And again, like I said, I would rather it is good. It is so fun. It's such amazing thing that happened. But I'd rather not have not have it because I'm leaving. I don't want new attachments. You know, you guys know what that is? Yes, magic cards and this. My Warhammer 40k war gaming and miniature painting. Yeah, check this out. This is a hobby that I had 25 years ago. Okay, close to 30 years ago actually. When I 25 years ago, 25 years ago. Oh, 25 years ago actually, more like. I used to paint this uh uh Warhammer miniatures and play Warhammer games and wow man. And of course, back about 20 during that period, I was playing Warhammer and Magic. Yeah, Magic the Gathering, a game card, a collector game card. You guys know I'm big on collector game cards, yeah. Card games, yeah. Like I spent like about 1 year to 2 years trying to fight for Korean championship in the Vanguard card game as well. Yeah, I'm big on card games, but I've not played Magic for 25 years. And yesterday, yes, yesterday, two big bombs dropped into my life. Magic, the Gathering, and Warhammer dropped back into my life after 25 years. Why now? I had a great day in the shop. I made so many new friends, and we ate together, we laughed, we played, and I made new connections and new attachments. Everybody was like, "Oh, you've been here for 1.5 years, and you only met us when you're about weeks from leaving." Yeah, that's the story of my life. And this is exactly one of those things I'm trying to avoid whenever I know I'm leaving a place. I want to avoid making new friends. I want to avoid picking up a new hobby. I just want to go quietly, like die quietly, die without nobody knowing, that kind of thing, you know. But it never works out that way. Every time, the weeks running up to me moving to a new country, a lot of good things happen. More often than not, like I said, like yesterday in yesterday's live stream, I said I wanted to avoid the bad things. Okay, of course, that is for granted. But I forgot to say that most of the time I'm trying to avoid the good things. Most of the time I'm trying to avoid meeting new friends, having a new hobby, being more attached to the place. Because I'm leaving. I don't want that kind of thing. Life don't work out that way. Yeah. And in fact, like sadly, I'll be going down to the shop again. That shop is literally 5 minutes walk from my home, and I never knew. I never knew. After moving here to the Besiktas area for 6 months already, I never knew about this shop for all this, or 5 months, close to 6 months. Yeah, I never knew about this shop all 5 months of living here until now. Why? Why until now? Why? I don't understand. Things like that keep happening in my life. It's a good thing. I met a lot of new friends, a lot. Like yesterday, in one day, I met the most new friends here in Turkey, like in ever. I've never met so many new Turkish friends, young Turkish friends, 20 plus years old, in one day. Never. Oh, actually not that young. Actually, they are late 20s and early 30s, not that young. But yeah, because Magic the Gathering players tend to be older folks. Why? Because it's expensive. Because one deck like this is half a month, usually half a month of their salary. But this is nothing to me. This is cherry picking to me. But for Turkish people, this is about half month salary or half month rent, just like that. Yeah. And this is like so basic, you can't win with this. You just play for fun. Yeah. You want to win, you gotta pay me more money. This Magic the Gathering is 100% pay to win. When you are Magic cards, yeah, you got to research my Magic the Gathering, huh? It's a collectible game, card game, the biggest collectible card game in the world actually. How do you find that shop? I just walked down this lane here because, like I said, yesterday I left home to do something. I need to wrap up some of the bills and stuff so that I can clean up my finance side here in Istanbul before I cut and go to Ankara. Yeah? And along that street, there it is. Such a big shop that I've never noticed before. Good or bad, I don't know. But later, near towards evening time, when the sun starts going down, I'm going to the shop again to see if anybody's playing Warhammer and to try to get a couple of rounds of Magic the Gathering as well. Kim, you tell me if it's a good thing or a bad thing. You tell me. Anyone else here does Warhammer 40k miniatures? Anyone? So badass. I've been playing Warhammer 40k PC games for the past 20 years, 28 years since Space Hawk. And I'm still playing the latest title, Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Demon Hunter. Yeah, I'm still playing. And man, but I've just not gotten into the... I've stopped painting the miniatures since I went to the Navy, actually. Yeah. So... yeah. Actually, I was still painting these miniatures in the Navy. Actually, I was painting on my ship whenever I'm not on watch, actually. That's how... I find painting this very therapeutic. That's why a lot of Hollywood stars actually paint these Warhammer 40k miniatures. No, very few people know. And the most notable guy is who? No? The most outspoken about this is the guy who plays Superman and The Witcher, the big muscle guy. Yeah, in his free time, he does this painting. Yeah. It's very therapeutic. And I was painting on my ship whenever I'm not on watch. And then after a while, I stopped. And I never picked it up again. It's been about more than 20 years. I never picked it up again. But now, when I'm just weeks away from leaving Istanbul, boom. Neden? 왜? 하느님, 왜 그러셨어요? 왜? 진짜 이해가 안 가네. I really understand God. Why? Allah. Kim Teo, good. Meet new people. No, meet new people is good if I'm still living here, but I'm about to leave. Why meet new people? Meeting new people is what I try to avoid when I know I'm leaving a country, especially maybe leaving the neighborhood is bad enough, but leaving a country, I try not to meet any more new people, because every one new people throws an unexpected new spanner into your life. I don't want any unexpected things to happen leading up to my leaving a country. I want it very quiet, very, 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 just very smooth. I don't want to meet new people. But always, every time that I'm about to leave a country for another country, always I meet new people, new hobby, new things, and it's always so fun. I don't understand this. Wendy, I saw the shop selling the miniatures to paint, but what do you do after that? Oh no, after that you play. It's a tabletop miniature game. Just Google a lot of just YouTube, a lot of videos on how we play. Yeah, it's a war game. Kim Teo, are you packing all the new stuff? And see, this is the other thing. All this stuff, they cost weight, Just this stuff, I probably added another 3 kilograms to my luggage. And do you know how sensitive? My luggage is literally at the edge of having to pay more, always, I always pack 23 kilograms straight, like on the edge, That's why I pack so little clothing. I move countries with so little things, because the luggage requirement is so stringent. 23 kilograms is very limited. I really don't want to add to my luggage, And yet, do you know that my Vanguard, you guys remember when I was playing Vanguard card game? Yeah? Do you know the total weight of my Vanguard cards came up to more than 10 kilograms? Yeah, it was so hard for me to move my Vanguard cards from Korea to New York. So hard. I had to leave half my Vanguard cards in Japan, because I simply could not move all of them to New York. Cards are heavy. Like this, one box, just like this. This is almost 800 grams to a kilogram, just like this. Just one. And like when I was moving from Korea to New York, I had not one but 10 plus and another 3 to 6 albums full of cards. I had thousands of cards, and it came up to almost 10 kilograms. Yeah, very heavy. And I can't throw them away because those things cost money. Those are collectible items, real assets, more real assets than cryptocurrency. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I just found out yesterday that one card that I had in my mother's place, okay, that I bought back in the days I bought for about $100. Do you know how much that one card costs right now? $79,000. In my mom's place, I have this very old folder with all these old cards that I'm probably another few $100,000 wealthier, and I don't even know about it. Better than Bitcoins, no volatility, no up and down, just keep going up as it keeps getting older. Now that's an investment. That's a long-term investment. That's a 25 years investment. Probably close to 28 years, but when I got those cards was what? Quite a few years before I went to the military, so closer to 28 years of investment, turning about $100 to over 70,000 US dollars. So about 100,000 Singapore dollars, one card. I'm secretly rich again. Kim Teo, do people pay that much for cards? Yes. That's why for Magic the Gathering, that's why you see the Magic the Gathering players are usually the older crowd, the financially capable people. When you go to any country and you visit the card shop, those people playing Magic the Gathering, they are usually the elites of that society. Like, not all, but generally, not all, that they are well-to-do, they have good jobs, or they are businessmen or whatever. They have the money. Yeah. Magic the Gathering has been flourishing over the past 25 years because the fan base are people with money. Yeah. And they do buy. And they buy it as a form of investment. This thing just going to keep going up with time as long as the game exists. But of course, back then, just like Vanguard, I didn't buy it for investment purpose. I just buy it to collect because it's nice. It's something really rare, and I love to collect rare things. Yeah, I believe all these cards and my Vanguard cards. After a few more years, it's gonna go up in value again. So a lot of people do this for investment. Just like people who invest in basketball cards and soccer cards, same thing. Some basketball cards go up to hundreds of thousands as well. After like 10 years, 20 years, people buy this stuff. Because why? Because people who play Magic the Gathering, they are not teenage kids, Teenage kids usually play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or Vanguard. But usually the fan base for Magic the Gathering are people who came from my era, who started playing this back in the 80s. And by now they're wealthy and they're still playing, and therefore they have the money. Yeah. Kim Teo, new asset. And it's not new. This has been around for so long. Why is everybody calling these things new asset class, new asset? It's not new. It's not new. Why is everybody calling all these old things new? NFT is not new. It's been around for at least 30 years. Investing in collectible cards is not new. People have been doing that since the early 80s. What's that? The metaverse is not even new. We have been using virtual communication platforms and virtual environments for business since Second Life began to 20 years ago. It's not, see, all these things that everybody is touting today, how new, is not new. It's old story. And the one classic example of how everybody say something is new when it's actually an old story is crypto. Crypto has been around for like 15, 20 years. It's very old stories. When I first knew about Bitcoins, it was almost 20 years ago. It's old story, but everybody starting to make it like, oh, this is a new asset class, a new asset class. It's not new, man. This is one generation ago. Oh, I don't know. Like, the general public is so poorly informed about this kind of developments, so poorly informed that the general public always take something that is old and dying to and think that it's actually new and no. No, I don't know how that happened, but it's always like honestly, metaverse is old and dying, but suddenly everybody think it's new and upcoming. Bitcoins, cryptos are old and dying, but everybody think is new and upcoming. Oh, I don't know why the general public is so misinformed about things in the world. I don't understand this. Wendy, sorry, but I think most of us have not heard of it. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't know why. I don't know why. Why the general public always think about very old things that we have been doing forever as something that's very new and upcoming. These things people have been doing this forever, especially collectible card investment. Just search online. People have been investing in this, especially basketball cards. People have been baseball cards. People have been investing in baseball cards since like the late 70s, and some of these cards right now sells for like 300,000 US, 500,000 US. Oh, these are much more stable investment assets and real assets because it's something that you can own than bitcoins. Bitcoins and cryptos is just an idea. It's no thing and no relation to real world assets. But investing in collectible cards, it's a real asset that you own it. You can hang it on the wall. You frame it. You have something. It's something that you own. It's a real asset. It's a real investment vehicle. People have been doing it. My generation, especially my generation. My generation, when I was growing up, especially in the 80s, collectible cards was such a big thing. I think why people these days don't know about collectible cards is because people who don't grow up in the 80s, you don't know about this thing. Back in the 80s, collectible cards and collectible stickers were so big. Basketball cards, soccer cards, Panini stickers, sticker books. Before computer games and video stuffs are a thing, collectible cards were the thing for children like me, back then. So it was no surprise, and every shop you go to, people were selling a lot of different collectible cards. And because people who did not grow up in that generation, you're not sensitive to the existence of these things, and you miss out on this whole investment opportunity. It is a big market. People pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for one card. Yes. Kim Teo, if I collect BTS card now, do you think oh no, BTS cards will not do much. Why? Because it's something that is in fashion now and will not be in fashion in a few. When BTS stop being in fashion, it stopped being in fashion. You need to see. I would say, okay, I'm not without laying down the theoretical foundation, right? I would say the only collectible cards worth investing in are baseball cards, basketball cards, and Magic the Gathering cards. No other card game cards may have short-term investment value, but long-term is hard to say. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know how long more Yu-Gi-Oh! Can last. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is big, but it's an anime thing, and anime things are always a hype. It's always a trend. It's always short-term. But Magic the Gathering has proven itself over 30 years. I don't know. So I can only say Magic the Gathering. I cannot vouch for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, or Vanguard. Okay, so these few are the biggest collectible card games in the world today. Yeah? So, yeah, Limpeh knows about collectible card games. Okay, because I was playing semi-professionally Vanguard just a few years ago. If you guys have been following me on my Instagram, I was going to different places, doing tournaments and stuff. I was very serious about Vanguard card game. I spent a lot of money. Okay, yeah, and there's no money in Vanguard because the tournaments don't make much money. But Magic tournaments, if you are serious, Magic tournaments make a lot of money. So yeah. Kim Teo, do you have a favorite card in the deck of Magic cards? I don't. I've been away from Magic for 25 years. I don't know what's in the market anymore. So if I want to say if there's one favorite Magic card in the world, then it has to be Black Lotus, the most expensive card in the world, which I actually own in my mother's place. The most expensive Magic card in the world. Oh, Black Lotus Beta. Oh, Alpha. Alpha is the most expensive. I have the Beta. So mine is second most expensive. The Alpha is selling 300,000 US right now. Oh, I have the Beta, which sells about 80,000 ish. Yeah, US. Still good money, but I don't need the money. I prefer to have the card. I'm gonna hold on to the card. I'm not gonna rush back to my mom's place just to try to make 80,000 US. I don't need the 80,000 US. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the card in my mom's place maybe for another 10-20 years and see how. I'm not addicted to money. I'm not addicted to having more money in my bank that I don't need. Yeah, I don't care about money that I don't need. I don't play the number game. So even though right now I know I have a folder in my mom's place that's probably worth about 200,000 US dollars, I'm not in the least bit thrilled or excited that I quickly buy air ticket, rush back to my mom's place. No, I don't care about 200,000 US. not because I'm too rich for 200,000 US, but because I don't need 200,000 US. What the hell I need that kind of money for? I don't need to see a big string of number in my bank to feel secure in my life. I don't need that. Kim Teo is hers now. Yeah, it's my mom's now, and she don't know the of course my mom's richer than that, so she probably don't care. Yeah, my mom don't care about a few 100,000. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, my mom is quite something. I'm telling you guys, but I don't want to go into the details of who my mom is. She probably don't care. I'm not surprised she threw it away. Honestly, I'm not surprised she threw it away. Oh. Honestly, I don't feel butthurt even if she did. Like I said, I don't care about a few $100,000 extra. I don't need extra number in my bank that I don't need in real life just to feel secure in my life. I don't need it. I feel secure every moment of my life. I don't need a big string of number in my bank just to feel secure. To me, that's completely redundant and a sin because you're holding up money that other people in the world needs more. Oh. But anyway, I'm just not interested in playing the number game. To me, that's just a number game. Make no mistake, I love money. I love to make money. Whenever I make money in the options market, I'm happy. But I'm not greedy for a windfall. I don't need a windfall. I don't need to add a massive amount of money to my bank that I don't need in real life. Like right now, all what I earn in the US market through my options trading, I use in my real life. I finance my lifestyle. So I love that money. But if you give me a few 100,000 or a million right now that I don't need, I'll say sorry, I don't even want it. Hey, Limpeh, I want to give you $1 million for free. I'm sorry, I don't want your $1 million. Keep it. Give it to someone else. Oh, this is my stand. I'm putting it out here. Don't give me $1 million. Give me $5 right now. Buy me a coffee. I'll take that. I'll appreciate $5. Buy me a coffee. But if you say, oh, Limpeh, I'm gonna give you $1 million, I say keep it. Give it to someone else who need it. I don't need $1 million. Kim Teo, extra cash for rainy days. What rainy day? All of you are imagining some kind of catastrophic rainy day. I don't have that kind of imagination. I don't imagine and live in a perpetual state of worrying for imaginary future. I don't. ABCD! Oh, hello ABCD! Welcome back. And yeah, so we have been talking about okay. I watched the past video, heard of the news. So did you watch yesterday's live stream? ABCD. Oh, if you want to give me $1 million, like maybe give it to my wife. I think she's still playing the number game because she's still young, huh? She's still not over the number game. Maybe you can give it to her. I don't care for $1 million. ABCD, watch at night. Oh, okay. So ABCD, if you watch yesterday's live stream, I said, whenever I'm running up, okay, to moving to another country, I try not to do anything special. I don't want anything to happen in my life. I just want to live quietly. Yes. Yes. And yesterday, I did just one thing that's different from my daily life. That is going out when it's bright sunshine. Yes. And things happen. Things happen. Significant things that happen that changes my lifestyle here. Yesterday, just afternoon, right after I told you guys that's the very thing I always try to avoid. Okay. Do you guys know what? I found a shop selling Magic the Gathering and Warhammer 40k. And I bought myself a deck, Magic the Gathering deck, and bought myself a new Warhammer 40k army for painting. And I had such an awesome amount of fun playing with I met the most new friends in one day ever in Turkey. And all for what? Everybody was saying, all these new friends, they were saying, well, you've been here for 1.5 years and you only knew us weeks before you're leaving. It's like, and I'm telling you, that's been the story of my life. That running up to leaving a country, not only am I trying to avoid bad things, I'm trying to avoid good things as well. I'm trying to avoid making new friends, new connections, and getting more attached to the place I'm supposed to leave. And yesterday, exactly what I feared, exactly it happened. It's crazy, yeah. Oh, ABCD, I spent the day traveling, exploring Seoul. Oh, Myeongdong is still dead, yeah. Myeongdong is really the biggest victim of the COVID lockdowns. He's not a victim of the pandemic, he's a victim of the lockdown itself. We will be very clear. If you don't lock down, it wouldn't have happened. So yeah, Myeongdong, once the most bustling and must visit tourist place in Seoul, completely dead now. ABCD, Seoul was really cold yesterday, so I kind of fell sick. Oh, really? How cold? ABCD, did the dog attack you with his flappy ears? No. ABCD, yeah, the hobby shop. ABCD, wow, that looks sick. Yeah, if only you met them earlier. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yes. It's not just this time. Every single time before I leave a country, I meet new friends, find new fun things. Why? Maybe I know why. Because usually I stay at home and live a very quiet life, and nothing ever happens until the run up to leaving a country. I have to make some preparations. I have to get stuff. I have to arrange for the finances and everything, and I have to leave home more often than I usually would have, and therefore dramatically increasing the opportunity for me to discover new things. It's literally a good thing turned bad for me always. ABCD, Myeongdong is so boring now. Yeah, there you go. Totally no tourists, some locals here and there. Now Hongdae is the most happening. Hongdae has always been happening. Yeah, but Myeongdong is a real tragedy. Yeah, Myeongdong is a real tragedy. It's a victim not of the pandemic. The government will try to paint it as a victim of the pandemic. No. Myeongdong is simply the victim of poor politics and decisions. ABCD, can you show us your end product of your project? Yeah, I'll definitely be updating this project on my Instagram every step of the way. my first army in 25 years. 25 years ago, I have a 2,000 point Space Wolf army, and this time I'm like practicing the painting again with a Black Templar retinue, Grimaldus of Hellreach. And I'm trying to get back into painting, with this, and eventually I gotta build something else. I don't know. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Especially now that I'm moving to a new place, I'm moving a new country and everything, and a lot of things gonna be very different from me. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. ABCD Hapchong, yeah, one station from Hongdae is getting happening now. The Hongdae spread is reaching further. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. It's good to know that there are new interesting things happening around Seoul right now. ABCD. How will you bring your army while you travel? Won't you break? Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not gonna do an army. It's just a retinue. It's just one squad. Just 4 characters. I try to pack it as well as I can. If it breaks, it breaks. Yeah, okay. I don't really care. It's just a few of it. But when I build a serious army, then I'm gonna buy a real army case. Yes, there's a real army case that I used for my Space Wolf army back in the days, 25 years ago. A case, special case, just to each compartment with sponge and individual compartments for each one miniature. Is the weather bad today? Oh, today it's a bright sunny day. It's typically normal human mortals call a fantastic day. Almost cloudless and bright sunshine, almost 20 degrees Celsius. You don't have to overdress, go out in a t-shirt kind of weather. Yeah, it's just like yesterday. Yesterday was this weather as well. So yesterday I would not have gone out. If not that I'm actually preparing to leave, I would not have gone out. And see what happened. See what happened when I do just one little thing different from my daily life. Oh, I'm going to tell you guys honestly, because it's a Sunday and people definitely will be playing. So later on when the sun goes down a little bit, I'll be going to the shop again. I'll be meeting even more new people today. And yeah. Making my life more complex weeks before leaving a country. Man. ABCD. Wow, vampire goes out at night finally. And this deck is a vampire deck. I'll show you guys. My first Magic deck. You guys play Magic the Gathering? I'm not surprised some of you do. And my first deck in 25 years is vampire. I even play vampire. And I also play vampire and Elder Scrolls Online. Oh, yeah. ABCD, I heard of the game before. Do you play any card game? ABCD, will you be spending money on the game? I already do. I already did. Yesterday, in total, I spent more than 1 month's rent. I spent more than what a local person will pay for 1 month rent. This is an expensive hobby. That's why, especially Magic the Gathering and Warhammer 40k, the fan base is usually my generation people who are actually right now well established and with the money to spend. This deck alone is half month's rent for most local people. This is not an affordable hobby for the normal local Turkish people. And those new friends I met yesterday, more than half are in their 30s and late 30s with their own good job, good business, and they can afford this, ABCD, I will spend money on card games only if I can sell them for a fortune in many years. Yeah. But yesterday, because I've been away from this game for a long time. Okay, and I still have my collection folder back in my mom's place. That's about 25 years ago, yeah. And I was shocked to find out that one card that I have, a Beta Black Lotus, which I bought for about $100 back in the days, is now worth about $70,000. Better than Bitcoins, my friend. It's something physical you can own. It's a real asset that appreciates linearly over time. The older it gets, the more expensive it gets. Linear, no volatility. I think I think that, like I said, I think that folder itself is probably worth about 200,000 by now. Yeah, US. But I'm not excited because I don't need 200,000. Not because I have 200,000. Not because I'm a super millionaire. No, because I don't need that money in daily life. Huh? I don't want numbers in my bank that I don't need for life. I don't want. I don't play the number game. I don't need that kind of money. ABCD, what's your mom's address again? My mom don't care for 200,000 either, I'm telling you guys. So I'm not surprised if she, because I've not seen my mom for so many years, for decades, huh? I'm not surprised she just threw it away as well. But I've been disconnected with my parental family for upwards of more than a decade. It me and my parental family is in such a state where it's very rude for me just start suddenly call or turn up anymore. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice to know that my Black Lotus is selling for that kind of money right now, but I really don't care. I don't care about it. But yeah, just that goes to show, just trying to illustrate that, yes, indeed, collectible cards do tend to appreciate significantly over time. This is not a joke. This is real investment here. Real investment. No volatility. Just like baseball cards and basketball cards. Yeah? ABCD, I can't wait for your travel soon. Yeah, so stay tuned. In about 3.5 weeks' time, Limpeh live chat in Ankara. Okay, Ankara will, that few weeks in Ankara will more or less wrap up my 1.5 years of life here in Turkey. ABCD, looking forward to see which is the next country I have in mind. Yeah, I'm not announcing. I already know the whole plan, but I'm not announcing everything. I always review my next step only. Okay, that's my style because it reduces the possibility that shit happens to affect the process. This I don't even tell friends around me when I move. Yeah, I don't tell any details because I don't want anything to happen for this kind of big moves. I don't want any extraneous attention or unnecessary risks. Anytime someone else knows about something you're doing, you're adding just that 1% more risk to your own plan. Really, it's been my experience in life. So I don't tell about any of my plans, even though, like I say, I pretty much don't plan. But when in the rare occasion that I do, like right now, I don't tell. ABCD, is card games affected by supply and demand? Oh yes, because like there's no more, like Beta Black Lotus stopped 25 years ago. No more printing. Yeah, they control the supply side, and the demand keeps growing as the game grows over the decade. And most importantly, the player base mature over time. Many of them from a middle school kid are now rich businessmen, so they can afford it right now. They can afford to pump stupid amounts of money into that game they used to play as a kid. So this is a new dynamic when it comes to collectible card investment, that you're not only investing in supply and demand, but you're investing in a change in demand, a systemic change in the structure of the demand. Yeah, that's the thing. ABCD, I hope you still carry out your live stream even after moving. Yeah, I totally expect to be live streaming everywhere and anywhere in the world I move to, and showing you guys all those new places, And you guys know that every time I move to a new place, I spend at least a month or so or 2 months or so really exploring the place and showing guys the place. Just like when I moved from Nishantasi to Besiktas area. Yeah, you guys remember? Oh, I was out there almost every day for a couple of months and showing you guys about it. Yeah. So me moving places is actually a good thing for you guys, because then we'll be exploring a lot of new things together. Kim Teo, you're already a good investor since young. I was trained to be an investor since young by my mom. Yeah, my mom trained me to be an investor. That's why I keep saying, no, without that kind of upbringing, I may not have the paradigm and the personality, and most importantly, the kind of mindset to become an investor. That's why I keep saying, no, investing is not a how-to. Investing is a set of personality trait that you either have or not. Honestly, I teach you everything I do, you will not make the kind of money that I make. I'm telling you guys, because I've tried. I've taught many people. Nobody have my success. And when I ponder about this, I realize the problem is they don't have my personality. They don't see things the way I see. So even though they're asked to do A, B, C, D, make money, they will do A, B, change C, twist D, and then screw it up. It's 100% a personality thing. A, B, C, D. I ate this level 5 tteokbokki. Oh, yopki tteokbokki. And it was no kick, but I died in the toilet the next day. Yopki tteokbokki. I challenged Yopki tteokbokki in one of my videos on my channel. Or it almost killed me. ABCD. I miss the peacocks that crash your video. Yeah, Yopki tteokbokki is so famous. Like all college students love Yopki tteokbokki. You know, when I was in college in Korea, like all my classmates, like when they need a soul food or comfort food, they go for Yopki tteokbokki. You know, Yopki tteokbokki. Quite a mouthful to pronounce. Yopki tteokbokki. Oh, this is actually one of the hardest Korean words to pronounce for non-Korean people. Yopki tteokbokki. There's a lot of different back and forth sounds that do not exist in English. The tteokbokki. In fact, this is not tteokbokki, you know. Tteokbokki. In, out, tteokbokki. ABCD. Wow, that's the brand. Yeah. Yopki tteokbokki. So famous. When you talk about Meun tteokbokki, is definitely 100% is Yopki tteokbokki. Yopki tteokbokki. Oh. When you talk about spicy tteokbokki, it's got to be Yopki tteokbokki. Oh. It's how standard everything in Korea is, you know. When you talk about one thing, it has to be this thing. When you talk about something else, it has to be that. It's not a lot of variety in Korea. When you talk about spicy drumlets, it has to be kyochon. Oh, it's not a lot of variety, man. You talk about certain things, it has to be certain thing. It has to be certain brand. ABCD, could you handle the spice? Go to my channel and search spicy tteokbokki challenge. You see the whole. I show the whole process. It's crazy. It's very fun. It was very fun. It's one of my earliest videos actually of my channel. So you can see how I looked like back in those days, you know, about 6 years ago when I made that video. And I challenged Yopki tteokbokki. I challenged what's that? Sindongkim Jampong, the most spicy noodle in the whole of Korea. Sindongkim Jampong. I challenged that. Almost died. But that was when I met Limpeh. Okay. So another very significant chapter of my life in that spicy noodle shop. ABCD. I tried this Puradak fried chicken. I don't know. I bet it's not good. Because when it comes to fried chicken, there's only a few brands. Like in everything in Korea, right? Like there's only, like, if you talk about something, it has to be this. If you talk about that, you have to be that. If it's not that, it's probably not that good. ABCD. Wow, I must have missed your tteokbokki video. Yeah, go check it out. Yeah. CHT, which reminds me, I have the number one. Oh, CHT, welcome. You're in Malta right now, isn't it? Which reminds me, I have the number one of the Amazing Spider-Man comic number one. Did you frame it up? Like, do you have the frame, the acrylic frame? You need that frame for that comic, man. Which I bought as a kid flea market. Gotta check how much it's worth now. Wow. I had the first print of the Crow comic. You know the Crow, which Brandon Lee died filming. I have the first edition of the Crow comic. And my mom's place as well. I think that one's gonna worth something as well. I would, but understanding how this thing grow, it's probably about in the region of 10,000 US by now, I think. My whole collection is worth hundreds of thousands of US in my mom's place, for sure. My comic collections and my card collections. So a lot of people like listening in right now is like, well, you guys really grew up in the best of times. You guys have all the opportunities, you have all the sexy investment, and you guys all cashing in right now on your investments on cheap housing you bought back then and everything. You guys have everything. Yes, I do recognize and I fully thank God for the good fortune of being born in the 70s. I cannot imagine how hard life is and how grim life is being born in the 90s and 2000s and recent. Like, you guys have no opportunities. Like, I'm so sad for you guys, You guys missed out on everything. ABCD, your mom is a hoarder. Yeah. I hope she's a hoarder. I'm not sure if she's a hoarder. I hope. I don't know my mom that well, honestly. I don't know if she's a hoarder. I've not seen her for nearly 2 decades, okay? So I don't know what she's like. I don't know what my mom is like. So she might have thrown everything away. Yeah. But I don't honestly, I don't really care. Like I said, I don't need the extra few 100,000 US. Kim Teo, is there a black market or counterfeit for these cards and comics? Yeah. And therefore, there's a lot of fakes. And therefore, there are actually specialist companies that rank and verify all these products. Yes. So if I want to sell my Black Lotus, I cannot just sell, I need to send it first for verification and rating. There is a rating agency which will issue a certificate of authenticity and its rating based upon its condition and stuff. Yes, you cannot get away with these things. This market is very highly regulated, more regulated than cryptocurrencies. The collectible card market is more regulated than cryptocurrencies. Yeah, card valuers. Yeah, and comics as well. They will authenticate your comic if it's real, when it's printed, what kind of material and everything, and then give a ranking, and based on ranking, then you know your pricing. Yeah, it's a highly regulated market, more highly regulated than the stupid cryptocurrency thing going on. I read the crash. Not just Luna, Bitcoin is crashing as well. I said it since last year. Nobody believed me. People try to educate me that I'm old school finance professional. I don't know the real market. Come on, this NFTs has been around since almost 30 years ago. Okay, it's nothing new. We all know what kind of a sham this thing is. I don't know what people are so misinformed about these things. ABCD, and realized that it was operated by Koreans. Oh, La Luna, Turkey. Chit, I actually have the complete Spider-Man collection. Whoa, which was published in the 70s after the publisher went insolvent. Oh man, Chit, that collection probably another couple of 100,000. But of course, I know you don't need a few 100,000 extra either. Wendy, it sounds like luxury handbags. Oh yes. It's like luxury handbag market. You have to get it authenticated, get the cert, then you resell. Yes, exactly like that. Yeah. Actually, investing in handbags is similar. It's similar to investing in cards, I think. But of course, investing in handbags has a much higher barrier to entry because your initial investment is quite significant. But when you first buy a card, it could be like $10. And then you just have to hold it on for 40 years and suddenly it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you need to know if it's going to be worth that much in the future, because not all cards are going to be worth that much. You need to know certain cards, they are printed in certain limits, and those cards you have to keep. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I spent 1 whole hour talking about collectible card games and the new thing happening in my life. Yeah. ABCD, you could use your cards to money launder. I don't care. I don't need to money launder. I don't do that kind of shit. I don't know why everybody thinks that kind of things are sexy, but I don't know. I don't know why people go out of their way just to add numbers to their bank uh for money that they don't need in their life. People are so addicted to the number game that they will do illegal things just to add more numbers to the bank that they don't even use in their daily life. This addiction to the number game in the bank is something I can never understand. People will do illegal things. People kill to add numbers to the bank that they don't need. Why would people do that? Why would people be so addicted to a string of numbers that they don't hold in their hand for things that they don't need in their daily life? They will kill, they will do illegal things for. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. With this note, wishing you guys a great remainder of your weekend, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow again. 자, 주말 잘 보내시고 내일 또 뵙겠습니다. 안녕.